Hello, I'm ABX Toycat, and welcome back to a live stream on the internet. It's been a while since we streamed on this channel. Apparently, a year and 2 months according to YouTube itself. The last super chat was in the 24th of January 2019. So it's been literally a year since we streamed, and the reason that I break that long-standing record is because of the fact that good time for my voice to break, by the way. Great time, you know? First live stream. Haven't had my voice like croak like that in literally, weeks. And just then is when it decided to. But anyway, I figured we break that because right now, there's a thing happening in the world. Guys definitely haven't heard of it. It's this very, very small micro issue that definitely hasn't brought governments around the world to their knees. And because of that, there's been a lot of travel bans in place. In fact, I have a map. It's mildly unrelated to what I'm talking about, but it's an interesting map anyway of all the countries in the world that have closed their schools down. And it's like, if the schools close down, everywhere besides Taiwan it looks like, by the way, but once the schools close down, that's a sign that, like, man, that's society going places. And as a result, I had to cancel 2 trips. I was going to America later this month, I was going to Hong Kong, and I can't go to either of those places. And I was super excited, like, oh yeah, it'll just be delayed to like May or like whatever this. It's looking like right now, like, minimum like June, July before it's all done with. And I figured, you know what, this sucks. Obviously can't be going to these places. So we'll do the second best thing and we'll go for a Google Maps walk, right? We're going to go on a Google Maps, or a drive, I guess. I mean, it's kind of like a walk, kind of a drive, because you have to go down roads for the most part. But we're going to be going for a drive down Sun King Road in Hong Kong so you can experience what it's like to be in Hong Kong. Look how beautiful this whole area is. And it's going to be great. We're going to like drive down the road on the left side of the road because Hong Kong knows how to drive on the road correctly. But we're gonna go for a drive around Hong Kong and we're gonna read some chat. It's gonna be some fun because yeah, it's like we're all collectively going on a big drive around the world, right? Like, ooh, look at this. There's a big old dome on the right there. In fact, that is the one of only 2 legally allowed gambling outlets in Hong Kong. It's a horse racing track. It's very nice, very big, right? I think that's what that is. Yeah, the Hong Kong Jockey Club. Shatin. I always feel it's probably offensive that I've saying it that way, but like Shatin Racecourse is not usually a way of describing a very high prestige racecourse. It's usually describing a sad event at your local. But yeah, we're gonna be. Oh yeah, this whole area is called Shatin. So Shatin to the left and Typo to the right. But anyway, so have you ever played GeoGuessr? I have actually. That was my last stream. If you look carefully. But I figured it'd be fun to like hang out and do some stuff. Also, go to PP Island, says #turtle. I wish PP Island exists in real life. If only, if only. But yeah, so Hong Kong, if you've never seen it, it's a very interesting place because it's got English or, Latin characters as their base language. English is like an official language. And then they use Cantonese, whereas the rest of China is all about Mandarin. They enforce Mandarin's a thing. Because Hong Kong is like a special autonomous region, basically not really China, but also kind of China. Everything about it is very British. Like, even looking at these road signs, this is how a British roundabout would look perfectly. Geography Moo, happy that you're streaming on this channel. Yeah, it's been a while since we've done one. I figured it'd be fun to get things going. Also, thank you Moo. Also, F1 is missing is the worst part for the CCP virus. So I've seen a lot of people, especially in like the geopolitical world, be like, this whole virus is to do with Hong Kong, right? It's to do with China, right? But and obviously like on some level it's about that. To me, although I feel like, some people are saying that it's racist to say that it's a Chinese virus. I think that's wrong. I think to suggest that it's only with Chinese people is horrifically racist. But I think to say that this whole situation, by the way, look at the graph of cases now. You know how before there was like that dip in early February? It doesn't even register compared to the spike over here now. But, this whole situation, people like to call it like a... like people like to say like, oh yeah, it's racist to say that. But the truth is, this whole situation came about because of, I guess we can't say for sure, but if the CCP didn't just suppress the doctor, I forget his name, I shouldn't because he died for what he believed in, trying to spread word about this new illness. But the government was saying, no, you will make us look bad if you say we have an illness. And it was like a Chernobyl level moment of like, rather than admitting they'd done something and trying to fix it, they just tried to make the problem go away by saying it had gone away. It's a thing that every government around the world does to some extent. It's just the more authoritarian you are, the more power you can exert by just saying you have power. And again, to some Chinese government official, it legitimately did seem correct that like, oh yeah, all you gotta do is like all you gotta do to make something go away is say that it goes away. And where power lies, where men think power lies, and obviously when at 1.3 billion people think power lies in one structure, they have the power to pretend that they can end pandemics, but they can't, and that's why the world is going through a thing. Ooh, we're going past Chung Chi College right now. Should we go down there? It's a private road. Don't know if I want to do that, but yeah, you can see college in a very easy way to write. CCP is Chinese Communist Party, for everyone asking. Yeah, so I feel like CCP. I don't like the abbreviation CCP, but it is very common on the internet. CCP is the Chinese Communist Party, but the CCCP is the Soviet Union, so easy to get those two mixed up. So I just call it the Chinese government, honestly. Like, most of the Chinese people in the world are under one government, and that government is very totalitarian. Authoritarian, actually. I'd say totalitarian's a bit far. But, this is, like, one of the consequences of that fact. Because they have been, like, they were liberalizing for a really long time, and recently they figured, like, what if we don't liberalize? What if we ignore all of these rules? Also, it's kind of nice to go on a road trip, isn't it? Just to drive down the road, see what's happening, like, keep left and left overtaking. I mean, that's how driving works in Hong Kong. What does that sign really mean? Like, it's a one-lane road. Who's driving on the wrong side of the road? Anyway, Chinese government's horrible, says Sten back 88. I honestly do think, though, like, if you actually speak to genuine Chinese people, they seem to not hate the Chinese government. Like, again, like, it's a really interesting situation of, like, I guess anyone accepts the situation they're in to some extent, but I've spoken to a fair few Chinese people of my time. I've spoken to some Hong Kongers and some Taiwanese and some Singaporeans as well, of course. But, like, I've spoken to Chinese people who have come from China, the ones who are lucky enough to get out. And, like, there is this gratitude of, like, even though they don't like the authoritarianness, like, whatever happened in China has led to the fastest growing country probably in history, right? Like, they had that, the 21st century is China's century, right? Like, that's a thing you gotta say. So even though there's a lot of bad things you can say, there is at the very least the thing they have done, which is like they made the country more accessible. Also, I never spotted this when I was in Hong Kong myself, because one of the things I wanted to do was to explore like the countryside, whatever. Do mainland Chinese drive on the left or the right? Just a little fun fact. Let's stop the drive for a second. Hong Kong and Macau drive on the left, but Taiwan and China drive on the right. So Taiwan's an island. There's no bridge link for obvious reasons. But Hong Kong, Macau, and China are all linked with each other, which means that when you go between them, you are like, basically there's loads of bridges where they have to like switch over the sides. And fascinating enough to me at least, they do that even between China, because the bridge between Hong Kong and Macau is actually a bridge that goes through Chinese territory. They have it flip on both sides, if I'm not mistaken. So I actually can't follow this bridge entirely. Oh, we can't, doesn't even have a street view on it yet. I am very sad about that. But yeah, they have to flip the road around because they drive on the right while they're in China, and they drive on the left when they go out of it. Also, look at this checkpoint between Hong Kong and China, eh? Very fun little place. Anyway, should we get back to our road? We should go back to our road trip. Let's try for as long as we can to just, like, continuously drive around the road. Because we're in a nice little corner of Hong Kong. Let's go on, like, the main highways. Because Hong Kong's such a tiny country, you usually don't think of it as having, like, major highways. But it does. This is a tunnel. This is, like, the worst quality Google Maps image I've ever seen. Like, literally, it looks like we've gone back to the 60s for Google Street View. And we're following some whole bus over there. Maybe. Man, this is a brutal tunnel. We can, fortunately, unlike in real life, we can just skip ahead, pretend that's not happening. So Kat, have you been coming with the lockdown, says Reagan Edwards. Honestly, my life hasn't changed too much besides not traveling and not exercising. Because I was getting into rock climbing as like a hobby. I guess that's kind of ended. I know some people's lives are way more affected. But to me, it's like, oh yeah, I can't go to McDonald's if I want to. I've been trying to go to the bank for a while, but they keep telling me I can't because it's not an essential transaction. I've been trying to convert some currency. I've got a bunch of euros lying around. I even got like a 50 euro over here that I've had forever. I've got a bunch of euros I need to change back into pounds, but my currency conversion place is closed till further notice. My life is like really minimally impacted because I like being inside anyway. Like I pay a lot of money for the privilege of living inside. And to me, that makes it worth doing. But I mean, you can differ if you want to. But yeah. So by the way, Toycat, can you come to my place in Hong Kong? Says Moon Trooper Furry. Man, what is that name? What is that name? Also, I was meant to represent Australia in Dubai this April. It got cancelled, and now I'm sad. It was an amazing opportunity, says Caitlin Kuzborough. Hey, thank you for the super chat, Caitlin. Again, there's so many cool things, internationally speaking, which have to be cancelled. And I actually agree with the cancellation of the international events. Like, sure, easy way to block unnecessary travel. I do question, though, for how long can we do this? Because, no, I guess I don't really, I don't want to dive into, like, too strong opinions here, because this is advice that will age either horribly or will just be like, oh, that was a reasonable thing. But, so, bear in mind, I'm not a epidemiologist. I will bow to their advice. If they say we have to stay indoors, sure. But the current situation as it is like, we are giving up huge swaths of the economy, which, again, the problem is it's economists and epidemiologists, there's not a huge crossover. And people don't appreciate that, like, the more you mess up the economy, which, by the way, we're going on pause for 3 months, basically, right? So many restaurant chains don't have 3 months worth of cash. If the government doesn't help them, they're gone. Should the government help them? I don't know if I like that either. So we come down to a level where it's like, either, a lot of places will shut down permanently. There will be permanent damage done as a result of this 3-month thing. And that's going to cause a lot of deaths indirectly. Because, one of the cool things about living in a rich country, the reason Hong Kong has a higher life expectancy than China, to bring it back to my road trip, the reason that Hong Kong has a higher life expectancy than China is entirely down to money. I mean, that's also down to a lot of other systems that result from money and lead to money. But, like, wealth is one of the easiest ways to lead to health. And if we forget about that, then obviously, if we forget that there is a clear link there, then if you could save 1 million lives by locking everyone up, but you cost 2 million by not doing so, you wouldn't do it. If you could save 1 million lives by locking people up, but you cost 200,000, it'd be worthwhile. But you have to know when the transition point is. And also you have to know how much people's freedoms are worth to them. We do this, this is a thing we do with old people all the time, where, like, you've got to try and work out, like, what is a year of someone's life worth? You've got to, like, work out a quality year of life, I think it is. Like, if you leave someone in pain for all of their life, that year of life isn't worth gathering. Hey, thank you very much, Moo. What do you think the probability is you see a cow on Street View? I don't think Hong Kong has many farms. Also, Pookie Helms, thank you very much for the super chat. Did you get airfare refunded for your trips? So one of them, I was offered by one to America, I've been offered a voucher with American Airlines. And I rarely have an opportunity to fly American Airlines. The only reason I booked for them is because I'm flying with Finnair, the Finnish airline. So it's kind of the weirdest thing of, like, I don't know if I want that. And as far as, like, my trip to Hong Kong, it's 10,000 Danish crown. Look that up right now if you want to be depressed at how much money I don't currently have. Yeah, there's 10,000 Danish crown, which is still somewhere in the AFA. They have implied they will give a voucher, but I'm no closer to getting it now than I was before, which is sad. America's going to go into anarchy. Well, the thing is like, America is the country, like, that is least shut down, and America's also the country that's dealing with shutdown the least. It's funny, because the thing I hate about this is, like, it is a crisis caused by authoritarian government that requires authoritarian government to shut it, and because it's gone international, you require countries that aren't used to extreme authoritarianism. Actually, we should have taken that last exit. I guess we're on the highway. We can't take the last exit. Let's keep going to the next one. We'll have to come back for it. Also Finnair or Finnair. Also, it's 1,479 USD, by the way, says Lando. Is that how much it's worth right now? Currencies are going up and down so much. Like, all currency markets are basically exploding right now. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. Frick, that's a lot of money. Yeah, and the worst bit is I'm not going to get the money back. I'm going to get some form of voucher back for it. Airlines have realized that even though they're legally obliged to offer you money, if they just offer you a voucher and make it painful to get money, or just don't offer you money and hope that you won't sue them, that they save the money because they could. It's garbage in my opinion. Like, we are living in a world where, like, certain things are allowed to be lawless. In Canada, the government officially said, oh yeah, even though it's Canadian law that you're meant to give your money back, we won't. Same with I've seen a bunch of hotels be like, oh yeah, it's law that we should give your money back, but wait till you realize we have your money and we also have the power. We have a team of lawyers. What do you have, you schmuck? Is that a word people use? That probably is. The ideal VR road trip. Oh man, look at this road. We're going down. I love these little circles. Like, again, I don't drive, but it's real nice when you go, like, around a full loop of a circle. Okay, this is the wrong exit again. We're now in Lai Chi Kok. Lai Chi Kok is an interesting name for a place. We're by the shipping port. It looks like. Look at the size of Hong. Like, I think Hong Kong has it's probably the third or the fourth largest shipping port in the world. It's beautiful to look at, right? We're gonna pause here at the side of the highway. This truck can wait. You know, I've got things to do too. Vouchers are a bad idea right now because of bankruptcy. Yeah, we're talking about, not only is it not a cash equivalent because it's a voucher, but we're talking about a company, you know, like airlines have about 2 months, sometimes free. Ryanair has 2 years of like not being able to fly before they go bankrupt, and they're at the very best. Like what I'm trying to say is that you are taking not money in exchange for your money and not getting your flight. It sucks, and like, we live in a lawless society in that one specific way. And it's kind of crazy, right? The fishbowl says Christ. I was hoping no one would spot the fishbowl. I was just like, taking a little sip. This is just what drink glasses look like in Hong Kong. I sure am enjoying my Hong Kong holiday. What about you guys? Again, maybe it's just me, but I'm like fascinated by major infrastructure. It's just beautiful to see, isn't it? So, are we going to the airport express station? Or, honestly, I think we need to do a U-turn. We'll take the next exit and we'll try to turn this one around, if we can. I found out today Greece has the largest shipping fleet in the world, which makes sense, but it's really interesting. Yeah, Greece is, people don't think of Greece when they think of shipping. They think of, like, poverty and sadness and debt crises, I guess. Multiple. Not just the one crisis. A non-stop ending, never-ending crisis. But, yeah, Greece was like the OG Singapore. Greece is kind of like European Singapore, in a way. Ooh. Somehow we went down below the highway. It's a double-decker highway, though. That's pretty cool. I mean, sucks that we ended up down here, but our car just, like, did a flip, ended up down here. That's how the road trip's going. Oh, and it's on the other side of the barrier, maybe? How do we keep flipping back and forth? By the way, I only realized because of city skylines, but they put these up on the side of the roads because of noise. And, like, as soon as I realized, I was like, that's why those exist. Should we switch lane, or are we stuck in the middle? Oh, we're stuck in the middle lane here. I don't know if I like that next to all these trucks. I didn't use Google Maps to go on a virtual trip. I didn't use a computer. I drew my Minecraft skin. And hey, it's Nathan Testo. I see the reference. So, Cat, can you go to Uruguay a bit? Says Thomas Uruguay. I see you like Uruguay. Hey, thank you, Darcy. Hi, TC. I know you love fast food in different countries, but how adventurous are you with the weirder foods in Hong Kong and other places? I'll be real with you. One of the things I want to be able to do, but has hurt me every single time, is to just go to a random food market and just pick up things that look like they're not, like, I can't, even though I want to be that little adventurous, I can't. So what I do instead is I look up, like, iconic foods. I find the weird looking ones. I get, like, a description of what, you know, basically, like, I have a fear, I can't eat meat. I don't know if I've ever explained this, like, even though I'm like, you know, like, oh wow, we're on the wrong side of the road here, by the way. We need to get off this road ASAP. Okay, we flipped across the divider. How do we get back? Okay, we did a U-turn again somehow. We're going backwards, it seems. Or we could just keep going against the flow of traffic. You know, let's hope no one stops us now. Okay, just no one stops us now. We're gonna cross over to the other side. But yeah, when I can't really eat meat if I know it's an animal, and I know that's dumb, but just like all the meat I ate when I was young was like coated, and I never had to piece together that like animal equals that. And I'm like horrified as an also whenever I did have meat that was just a slab of meat, it was always cheap meat that my grandparents bought because they're trying to save money or something. So like I'm like scarred and horrified by the idea of just meat by itself. So whenever I go to Hong Kong or Singapore or, you know, like an Asian country, just to be simple, like a place with weird food, I like get a list of like foods that are kind of interesting. Time is going backwards. Are we going back down the same road we came? I think we are going in a different road right now. No, we're crossing the bridge over to a brand new island. I've actually been on this, I recognize this. This is, the train to the airport goes past it, if I'm not mistaken. Hong Kong has a very effective and very efficient train to and from the airport. That If I'm not mistaken, that is the train. I don't know what that is if it's not a train. Chat, what do you think it is? It's got to be a train, right? It can't be anything else. But it's got a weird shape. It like kind of goes up and then back down. We won't question it too much. Also, just gonna keep on going against the flow of traffic here. Hong Kong drives on the left, man. I know we got on the wrong side of the road. Okay, I'm gonna try and flip this one over. We'll slide to the other side just like that. There we go. We're on the right side of the road. So Cargo Airport Express goes via highway. Ah, it's a cargo train. Huh. That is fascinating. So Cat, if you oh wait, is that oh there's the train. That is the thing. Hey, see, I love that. Who's my friend? Moon Truther Furry. Oh, you actually do live in Hong Kong, I guess. That's too specific a fact to just be able to Google and get things going. A really long bus with tracks. Harley West, I like your thinking there. I like your thinking. That is the trainiest train. For Hong Kong, there sure aren't a lot of processors. This street view was taken from... Oh, it doesn't actually say. It just is street view. Huh, fair enough. Oh, we're going through a tunnel. Oh, exciting. I love a good tunnel. Go to Disney World. Oh, yeah, Disney World is going to be... Wait. Okay, so Disney World is somewhere on this island, I want to say. Down here? No, it's the next island. Is this... Yeah, this... If we just keep going to the next island, we will find Disney World eventually. So let's try and do precisely that. I'm excited for this. We're going to see Disney World together, friends. Also, thank you, Pookie Helms. There are city and country stay-at-home orders in the US. Most major cities have closed schools. I haven't left my house in 17 days, and I like it. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel, right? Like, the reason I say, by the way, the US... Because some parts of the US are taking this, like, super, super seriously. But the US as a country isn't shutting the whole thing down. Because obviously it's very specifically located. God on Earth, what is he drinking out? Says Darcy, I knew. It might be a fishbowl. I might have gone to the stage where we're drinking out of a fishbowl now, and I might have poured some monkey skull magic in there. Isn't this beautiful, by the way? Do you like this still? I'm gonna just take a little bit more of this, just put this in the fishbowl, just to add some more flavor, because who doesn't love that? I got that in my eye. That hurts. Okay, there we go. There we go. Just nice and easy, nice and good. Put this back in the bottle. It's okay to drink out of monkey skulls on YouTube. Visit Cork Butter Museum. Is there really a Cork Butter Museum? Also, why do tunnels look so bad on Google Maps? Again, we can skip through them, but like, we're here for beauty. What are we doing inside a tunnel? There we go. We're out the tunnel now. Where are we headed? Is that Disneyland? No, Lantau. Oh look, they've got Disney on the road signs. Heck yeah. We are going to Disneyland, friends. We are going to Disneyland. This is what I need in my life, you know, just a chill, visit Disneyland trip. It's gonna be great. Favorite rum, says Rachel Brown. Honestly, maybe this is basic, but there's this rum that's actually one of my favorites, like Havana Club, like just from like a 7 or something. Yeah, Havana Club 7, I think. I've tried the one that's like more than 7 years aged, but it's really dumb and it just like I think there's a certain amount of aging to rum where it just doesn't benefit anymore, and you're just trying to make expensive rum. So yeah, Havana Club 7 is my usual favorite go-to. Or there's one I can't name the name of, but it's made by like Guatemalan widows in the mountains of Guatemala. So yeah, we have to take an exit. We're just going to drive the wrong way down the highway. Hope that we don't hit something, because we totally took a wrong turn. Actually, wait, we can probably make it work. We can probably slide back to the highway. Let's fix this the normal way. McDonald's, McDonald's, McDonald's. Let's find a McDonald's, Alina Khan. You're right. You know, you've convinced me. Let's go find a McDonald's. You missed the exit, said Tuzi. So we weren't paying enough attention. We're gonna like make this work. What is this, by the way? Lantau Link Visitor Center. I should visit this in real life. Would it be cool to like go on a road trip then recreate it in real life? Okay, so it's okay. We can keep going this way and we'll hit Disneyland still. So we stay in the right lane and we make sure we exit here. There we go. Don't worry, chat. I'm paying attention to the roads. Also, try and see if you can find the Disney themed train to Disneyland. Yeah, I've always wanted, like, I had a legitimate plan here. It's like, how often would you say you produce bowel movements? Like, what's your weekly average? I'm doing a social experiment, so it's not weird, it's science. Oh, it's not weird, it's science? Well, if you say it's not weird, then I guess it's not. I'd say I have, like, a more active bowel than most, like, probably, like, 14. Maybe, like, I'd say, like, 15 to 20, maybe even. Actually, no, there's some days with, you know, let's give it, like, a 10 let's give it like a 10 to 12 ballpark, I'd say. You know, like two on an average day, but some days with none. So you've got to average that out. I would give you that one. Andrew learning to drive with Google Maps. I mean, it's really going to be helpful, right? Like, we got to imagine the speed of that car. If I was saying Disneyland, they just show mouses, says Stemback. You know, you're not wrong, are you? You're not wrong. Do you ever worry you'll reach a dead end in Google Maps? That's why I didn't turn down the private roads earlier. I was a little concerned about that. Well, we're crossing another bridge right here. The cool thing about Hong Kong, because it's like, again, it's either the third, fourth, or fifth biggest shipping harbor in the world. Because of that, if you look out at the sea of Hong Kong at any time, even when you land into Hong Kong, you'll see there's a non-stop supply of boats. They just sit there. They're just always there. There's like thousands of them in the area. Also, Jake the Health says, get yourself a bevy. I mean, sadly, there are no pubs open with which to get a beverage because of current situation. But what I can do instead is I can take a sip of mine for you. I'll take a big sip. I'll take a big chug. Very tasty. Very tasty. Sometimes Google Maps you can go inside a shop, says Alina Khan. I bet you can go inside the McDonald's in Hong Kong, actually. After we're done with the Disneyland, it'll be great. Also, fun fact, Hong Kong Disneyland's the worst Disneyland. I've been to all of them, trust me, says the man from Hong Kong. Oh, okay, so, do you want to... everyone, you can think of me as a monster, an arsehole, whatever else you want for this. But let me tell you something that is a true story. Because back in the start of March, like before... It's crazy that literally 4 weeks ago, this was like, you know, it was a moderate deal, right? It was like, oh yeah, who knows where this will go? You know, the situation now is like, the world is on lockdown. 4 weeks ago, it was like, oh yeah, try to travel less if you can. The real social experiments, if you answer from a different name, Lo, I knew you wouldn't answer from me, teehee. Not that curious, just funny, innit? It's interesting that you stick with your own name, even though you know that it leads to, you're not. I admire your method, I guess. I admire your method. But yeah, so I back when it was like try to travel if you care, if you're like at risk or whatever. My basic plan was to go to Hong Kong when it was super empty, because like protests plus this situation, Hong Kong is like down 96% of visitors. It's sad. I want to go to Hong Kong as soon as they will physically let me into Hong Kong, by the way. But I digress. If I'd have just booked my flights via Sweden instead of Denmark, I'd be in Hong Kong. It'd be great. But you know, obviously, bad decision. Traveling is not ideal at the current times. I haven't traveled in the last 3 weeks. I won't be traveling in the next 5. Just want to throw that out there. But yeah. So I was gonna go to Hong Kong, and Hong Kong Disneyland hadn't closed. I was just gonna go around Hong Kong Disneyland and enjoy, like, you know, the dream everyone wants. Theme parks are great. What isn't great? All the other people. Go to a theme park when everyone else is dead. Go in the single riders queues and just have a private theme park. Heck yeah. It was going to be great. I was going to go to Disneyland. I was going to do this same trip. It was going to be wonderful. Got my tax returns today. Time to pay the £4 ticket tax. Please imagine a 30 higher number because of the... That wasn't a £4. I feel very much lied to. Also, Nagel's Bomb says, please keep on doing what you do, Toycat. Have you ever thought of doing a feature of Geoguessr Wizard? I'll be honest, I used to see Geoguessr Wizard's video in my sub box every now and then and be like, oh, there's a guy who loves Geoguessr, that's kind of cool. And then I saw, I think it was like Mission Across Wales or something like that, and I was like, man, this guy is very committed to what he does, to a level that, like, puts me to shame. With regards to collabs, I imagine that he's probably like me in regards to, like, he won't do a collab for the sake of a collab. We both live in the UK, but, like, we almost couldn't be more different people, right? Like, we both love geography, and maybe that'd be interesting, but it'd be hard to make that happen. Okay, we're going to look at the road sign. We want to go forwards for that. Or, if we're an authorized vehicle, we can go left to Mawan. What do you reckon, chat? Also, it's my birthday now, so here's some money, says James Sandford. No, just Sandford. Happy birthday, James Sandford. You're about to be 20... Actually, you didn't say your age. If you got £4.99, then you're acting like you're 23. No, 24.99. Wait, you are 24.99. You're about to be 25 when the thing turns around. Also, 100k subs, says Braden Butchko. Oh man, I could have totally sold this as a 100k special. You know how YouTubers do that? Like, I'm going to do a Q&A for my 100k special. Because you know what screams content people want? They want me to answer, you know, like, I'll admit I do Q&As, but they're lazy content. Should we get over there, by the way? I guess it's too late. We missed our opportunity. Let's see what's happening over here. We are turning over to Disneyland now. It is getting exciting. We are about to see what Disney is like. Also, Toycat, come to Uruguay. I'll be at the airport to pick you up, says Thomas Uruguay. It's a little hard. No, Disneyland, says Hexatron. Okay, we'll stick to Disneyland. It's great. Toycat, do you like Ultimate History? If that's a YouTube channel, I don't know. If you mean the subject, I love the concept of Ultimate History. I could spend, like, I would love to, like, just write endless stories about, like, a world where, you know, any event in history, when you flip it, I'm fascinated by the outcome. Like, what if World War I never happened? You know, we'd all be serfs still, probably, maybe. Is World War I inevitable? Like a big war that gets rid of the monarchs in Europe? What if Hong Kong never left the UK? You know, to get topical. What if China wasn't? What if the communists didn't win in China and China was a heavily, you know, like a super authoritarian, what's the term? Ultra-nationalist country. Disney. We are getting close to Disney, friends. It is exciting. Did you bring sandwiches, says Thomas Uruguay? Oh, darn, I didn't. We're going to have to turn them away. Also, Tracy Sellers, hey, thank you so much for the Australian $10. Paying my Tokyo tax, and yes, going to Hong Kong would not have been smart. See, people say that, but I really have no fear. Like, even right now, actually, no, let's not use stats, but even right now, at the peak of infection rates, your odds of catching something are very low. Like, the bigger risk is the fact that if you do catch it and spread it, you won't know you're spreading it, and you might hit someone who is at risk. But like my personal risk would have been quite low, especially because I don't speak to people, right? Like I spend very little time in contact with other human beings. I spend most of my time trying to avoid people at the airport, on the plane. Like I'm a very low spread risk person. And also I have a pretty good immune system, so I'm not like really too concerned. Also, Tukaz, yes, thanks for driving. Here's my money for gas. This is Saber Salamano. It's been a while since we streamed here. It's something that's a lot of fun just to go on a road trip every now and then. You gotta take a break from what you normally do sometimes. You gotta chill and do this. Also, Mama, we at Disney yet, says Radiator and Flame. We're not there yet, and if you keep complaining, I will turn this car around. Liam Ben. Man, it's a real long drive to get to Disneyland. Like, looking on a map... Wait, I'll show you on a map, actually. Looking on a map, you would have assumed, like... Oh, yeah, it's just, like, over there. But it's like a whole long journey we've been going on right now. So, we're going to get back to that one. It makes me appreciate that, like... Even though the islands are small, driving across an entire island takes a while. Also, no need to pay ahead. Why is that sign? Why do I not need to pay? Maybe it used to be a toll booth and now it's not. No need to pay here. Oh, maybe it's one of those roads you only pay when you leave and not when you enter. I find this fascinating. I think I mentioned this, but like the state of New Jersey, you never have to pay to enter New Jersey. You have to pay to leave New Jersey in America. And it's easier to have like toll booths on one side than on both sides, and they just charge double the toll. But it's quite interesting. Also, I have asthma and I work at a hospital. I'm basically asking for it at this point. See, right? Yeah, like. If I had been to Hong Kong, I should stay out of contact with you, Alcazar. That would be a bad idea. It was a toll back then. I mean, you are going much slower than a car. Are we? How do we go fast? Okay, wait, if we, like, go out ahead. There we go. We're going faster than car speeds now. I'm sorry, friends. I'll pick up the pace. You know, when you're going down the highway, there's not as much to see. Like, it's nice that there's, like, some green grass here. It'd be interesting to walk on that, actually, just to shock people. Jump in front of a car, maybe. There's lots of fun ideas. I want McDonald's toy cat. Come on, guys. We're going to have to... Look, Disney's only a little bit further down the road. You saw that sign. It's just this way. I hope I didn't miss another turning. I really hope I didn't miss another turning. It's probably fine. We're probably still going the right way. Also, go to Wuhan. I actually would love to see around Wuhan after this. When we get to Disneyland, we'll enjoy our experience there. And then we'll go to Wuhan, actually. Because I've never seen Wuhan. I don't know anything about it.
I need to use the bathroom. Turn back.
Thank you so much, Bloop. Oh, guys, sorry, we're gonna have to turn around for Bloop. I think I did miss the turning, by the way. Oh no, chat. I think we missed the turn. Wait, oh no, okay, oops. I think we missed the turning for Disneyland. I really hope I'm wrong on that one, but we'll look around at the sign over there. Disneyland Resort. Oh no, yeah. Okay, chat, I got some bad news for you. We're gonna have to go for quite some way before we get a opportunity to U-turn. Oh yeah, it's a real long journey. Okay, we're just gonna like drive the car right over the barrier. Might kill us all, but we're fine. Okay, here we go. My bad. Also, why doesn't Street View have directions maps? Honestly, it does, but it's more fun to do without directions, right? Like, this is what a road trip really is. Like, I don't do any driving. I only like ride bikes and tell other people how to drive their cars, because that's what my life's all about. Hacker Man, I think you'll find what that was. That was a tactical 180 flip, and if police don't see it, it's legal. Toy Cat, use Baidu Maps if you want Wuhan Street View. Does Baidu Maps have Wuhan Street View? I'm gonna have to look into that actually. Well, let's give it a check. Let's see what Wuhan's all about. Okay, good news. We're going to Disney. It's like you're driving a bus that holds 637 people to Disneyland. I've got more people in this bus. That that is this big, by the way. It's a clown car. I've got more people in this bus than fit in like a 747 or an A380. So just saying. Good. I like that, Kalen Young. I like that a lot. No cops stop a. Wee wee. Oh no! We're gonna have to pull over to the side of the road, friends. Or we can just keep going anyway. A road trip isn't a road trip till your friends turn the car around. Honestly, so in the UK, road trips aren't a big thing, so I've never been on one. Like, it strikes me as such an American thing of like, let's just drive the car and see where we go. Oh, look how cool this road is, by the way. Like, this is a cool roundabout, right? Can we all agree? Let's just pause right in the middle of the roundabout and appreciate it. Like, get straight into the middle lane here. Isn't this a nice roundabout? So there's Sunny Bay. No cars allowed. I mean, they beg to... What does this sign mean? No cars? Why can't I go there? It's pedestrians only, no cars. But there are some cars ignoring me. Maybe it's only for sir, you're holding up traffic. I've been driving 6 years and haven't had a ticket. I am superior. Man, I want to learn to drive just for dumb reasons. Like, I want to be able to... Oh, wait, is that Disneyland? Never mind. Oh, I think, friends, Hong Kong Disneyland Resort. No private cars. I mean, there's 637 of us here. Man, what are they doing? Right by the side of the road. This is irresponsible. I want to get out and honk at them all. I wonder why there's like 40 of them. Like, how did they even get here? I don't see, like, why here? Why the side of the road? How is this the right place to take us? You know, I'm concerned. I've seen enough, I'm satisfied. Now let's get McDonald's. Oh god, how do we go back? I'm sorry. Okay, chat, I did something bad. Okay, we're back here. Let's go to Disneyland. Let's see what's down the road. Like, how did they even get there? I've got so many questions. So many questions, okay? Are we there yet? My seat is stuck. What do you think about Philadelphia? Would you ever... Oh, how do we go back here? Is this another roundabout? Or is it the same one? Disneyland Park? I'm so confused. Oh, I visited Philadelphia twice, actually. Once for, like, 12 minutes and once for, like, 3 hours. So, technically speaking, I have been to Philadelphia. Actually, no, wait. I went to, like, it's called a... It's called, like, it's a scary factory. I don't know what it's actually called. Like, it's a scary insane asylum. With a bunch of actors that try to scare you. They all complimented my accent. They're like, "Oh, you speak so well, honey." It was a very weird American experience for me. That was like recently, actually. That was like November. To get your clown car must be flipping TARDIS so it can fit 660 people in a single automobile. No, we're all just very, very well condensedly packed in here. Like, we all value a good deal. Okay, so where is this leading us? Okay, we're taking a right, apparently. Do you think Disney builds these roads, or do you think Hong Kong builds them for Disney? Because, man, there is a lot of... Oh, no, I'm going the wrong way. Okay, we're going to the passenger drop-off. I'm sorry, we don't get to stay in Disneyland. We're just dropping people off today. Oh, yeah. Okay, here it is. Here it is. We found the park. Or did we? I'm not sure what we found. But here's the drop-off stand. And that is Disneyland, I guess? Through the car park. Do we not even get to see Disneyland? Okay, I'm just gonna... get us right out of our car. Here's Hong Kong Disneyland. Look, it's a spaceship. It's a woman, an Asian woman, in fact. You know, you don't get Asian women at the Disney World Paris. I mean, you actually do, but I mean, not exclusively. Yeah, this is great. This is the experience I wanted. I drove all this way for this, and I hope you appreciate this. Oh yeah, this is where I want to be. I want to be inside a what is this? What is this, a ride? I think it might be. No, it's Funland, Fantasyland Station. Anyway, so this has been Toy Cat Goes to Disneyland. I hope you enjoyed our little trip there. But you know what? I wanna go to the boundary crossing facilities. So let me show you something interesting. Actually, you can see how they flip the sides of the road. Oh god, this is so confusing. What is this like? Look at this road layout and tell me you understand what's happening here. Look at this road and tell me you like. Okay, so as you can see, it's right-hand drive here, and then they flip it so that it's left-hand drive. No, this is still right-hand drive. No, wait, this is left-hand drive. No, it's right-hand. And then it goes this way a bit, and then at some point it gets flipped so that you drive on the right side of the road, or the left side of the road, to be more accurate. And I don't know how or when they do it. Yeah, it's like all around the airport, it's right-hand drive. That's fascinating. So that's part of the road once you've left Hong Kong to go into Macau. That's fascinating. So where's the road that leads into this flipping situation? Right here? Okay, it's like they separate you. This is where you go in. Look at this mess. I don't understand. I'm so confused. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Baidu Maps. Baidu Maps. Oh god, this is an intimidating map service. But this is Baidu Maps. Okay, there we go. So as you can see, it's pretty good looking. About what you'd expect. I want to see what London looks like on Baidu Maps actually. So this is where I live. If you want to see my location, I'm from this one. I live right here. I'm definitely giving you my real address. I live at 1 Embankment. Let's see if they've got Street View. I don't think they do. What is chat? Help me. Can you translate for me? I'm so lost. Is there an English language option? There's not. How do you like? I'm zooming in my best I can, but I can't. So what we can do is we can click on this. Okay. I just want to see Wuhan. That's all I want to see. So we're gonna type in Wuhan. And ooh, Wuhan Zoo. Now that is somewhere I would like to visit. Let's go. Oh god. Okay, we found the zoo, friends. But how do we do Street View? Does anyone understand Baidu Maps at all? So this is in China. Google Maps is obviously blocked unless you use a VPN. So if you wanna, oh god, I just don't. I don't want. Let me onto the streets. They've got a cute logo. Baidu does. But I don't understand anything that's happening. What are these options? Look at it. I can see traffic. See, traffic is surprisingly very, very down in Wuhan. That's nice. There's a Street View button on the bottom right. I see 2D and 3D. Oh, that's nice. This is what Wuhan looks like in 3D. And then this is Street View. Oh, there we go. There we go. So, do they only have Street View in China? Or do they have it for the whole world? That's what I want to know. Like, oh god, what are we doing? I'm not very good at Chinese Google Maps. I'm sorry, internet. I want to be great at this for you, but I just okay. So we'll drag this and put it down here. Maybe I don't know what. Why is this eye looking at me all freaky? What are we doing, internet? Okay, there we go. It's loading now. In we go. Oh yeah, we're in Wuhan. Because I honestly think one of the, like, rather than just looking at the media and being like, oh, Wuhan is Corona place, it's much more interesting to, like, look at a place and feel it from the streets. Oh, this is way better than Google Maps. You can even see the car you're driving. Oh, yeah, this is the stuff I'm talking about. Oh, this is a weird car, but whatever. So it's much slower than Google Maps, but we can, we can't even step that far ahead. Okay, we can, it just does it weirdly. So, yeah, this is Baidu Maps for Wuhan. Wuhan looks like, honestly, it looks like a, we're in Boyce's desktop. Wuhan looks surprisingly like a second tier, like, I don't know how to describe it otherwise. Like, it looks a bit like, again, I've been to Beijing, no, I've been to Shanghai, and I've been to Taipei, and I've been to Hong Kong. And off the 3 of those, it looks very much like a low-rate Taipei. It looks like a second-tier Taiwanese city. Obviously, it's Chinese. I know. This is only from my thing, but everything is exclusively. Oh no, actually, I looked at the one bit of not Chinese text. Is that Luck Pharmacy? Luck Pharmacy. Everything is much slower on Baidu Maps. Like things happen a bit slower than you'd otherwise expect. Oh look, this is English as well. Never mind. Usually in China, there's nothing, but here it says sunny sky, fashion inns. Should we try and stay there? If we stay in Wuhan now, after this all blows over, you better believe I'm staying in the sunny sky fashion inns. Also, thank you very much, Moontrue Furry. No taxi is what the earlier sign at Disney said. Hey, thank you for the heads up. Appreciate it. Also, so Kat, you're not wearing your N95 mask. I mean, as long as you stay away from other people, it doesn't matter if you wear a mask or not, right? Again, I only need other people for food. Drive faster, I'm hungry. I want to find a McDonald's, but like this is a very slow way of getting around. I'm gonna just admit that to you right now. What is that? Did you see that people? Wait. Did you see that couple on a bicycle? Where'd they go? Okay, they're gone. But yeah, you can see there's just people like on the street all the time. That reminds me of Thailand, actually. I guess in the south of China, China's such a big country. Well, I'll just show you on Google Maps. I'm sorry. I'm gonna betray the instincts here. But China's such a big country that the north of it is genuinely very cold a lot of the year. Like Harbin is a great example of like a Chinese city that is like should we go check out Harbin? Harbin is a city. Look how cold it's snowing in Harbin in April 2014. This is April, so this is later in the year than right now. It is snowing in Harbin, but the south of China, so Guangdong would be a great example, Canton. But even like as you go as north as Wuhan, which is like again surprisingly it's far north compared to Hong Kong, but like even as when you go as south as Wuhan, it's like hot a lot of the year, and it's humid as well. So you can literally just chill on the street, do what you want to that way, man. This is a very empty park from June 2018. Let's try and find like let's use Google Maps because it makes me less like uncomfortable, and let's see if we can get inside a McDonald's. McDonald's. Okay. Honestly, I used to wonder like why do a subway video on New York City, says Alpha Centauri. I actually would love to. I think the New York subway is one of the best subways in the world. I want to like New York City. I feel like it's a great city, but I don't like New York City. Every time when I last went there, I was just like overwhelmed. And like I like big cities, but New York is just like grid, skyscraper. Like I don't know, it's just like a very it's a hard city to enjoy exploring. Like, for the reasons that I like to explore. It's very efficient, but, like, look at Wuhan. Wuhan's got this, like, fun layout. Here's the Las Vegas Club, a 2.3-star karaoke bar. That's the sort of bar I want to be going to. Wait, just to show you, actually. This is the Las Vegas Club. It's got a 2.3-star rating. I walked in here, and there's, like, 3,000... Oh, my... Okay, so, nice. Nice one, Michael Steele. Thumb down to that, I say. I'd say that's an example of like racism, right? Like, just it's not even a funny joke. It's just, haha, you get it? Like Chinese people with illness. If you're like Chinese people illness, offensive. Chinese government covering up the illness, fact. Bank of Communications, 24-hour self-service bank. Anyway, I'm gonna get inside a McDonald's in China. I don't know what it's gonna take, but we will find a McDonald's that has Street View. Are you gonna have Street View? No. This one, it's gotta be here, right? Are you McDonald's? You're not McDonald's. Oh my god. I mean, you gotta hide your face. Because, like, these are Chinese people inside of China posting on Google Maps, even though it's banned in China. I can see why you'd cover your faces. But yeah, so just, like, loads of people get the distinction of, like, either nothing's racist or everything's racist. Like, you know, what if racism exists, but also it's not everywhere? What if that is true? Okay, this is also not McDonald's. It is nice. That's cool. This is something. Oh, it's got the Beijing flag, or the Chinese flag. Sorry. This is a cool area. I want to see this. See, Wuhan is actually a super interesting looking place, right? It's a place I would love to visit. Maybe when this all blows over. What's over here? Is that a McDonald's? It is not a McDonald's. Oh, is that Uniqlo? I recognize the logo, but you can't say for sure. There's a... Man, this is like super high tech. Like this. This is a... Again, this is very Japan looking. Like, you know, I guess it could be like a Shanghai. But like a big city street. And I'm on top of someone's head. They've severed their head from their neck. And they put the camera down on that, it looks like. Only Manhattan's grid. The other boroughs are not. I've been to Brooklyn, I've been to Queens, and I think I went to Staten Island. And I've been through Staten Island before. I haven't been to the Bronx yet. Maybe the Bronx is all I need in New York that I haven't seen yet. But maybe that's not the case. Okay, one sec. I just got a thing I gotta make sure. By the way, also good. Explain how we got over here, says Callan Young. Okay, you know what? We took a flight from Wuhan to Hong Kong. It was a little bit of a journey. It was a little bit of a flight involved in that one. Actually, is there direct flights from Wuhan and Hong Kong? I have to imagine there is, actually. Should we find this out right now? Okay, here's a Wikipedia page for something I was researching. Fun fact. Let's go to Wuhan Airport. I think it's like shut down by now. But when they existed, let's see what the airlines you fly with. Again, Cathay Pacific, Hong Kong, and then probably like China Eastern. Is Hong Kong on there? It's not on there. China Southern. They fly to Hong Kong too. So we got two options. We can fly to there, although actually it's been closed. It seems as though it's closed right now. It's weird that Wuhan would be closed as of January 23rd, 2020. Again, just saying, you know, lots of places not making measures like that these days. But anyway, so that is China. But we're going to move away from China. Again, let's take a step away from this. Let's check out another part of the world. Someone said earlier, like, let's check out Valletta. I also love Malta. Let's just check out the former colonies, you know. That's what we're doing in today's video. So Valletta is the kind of capital of Malta. It's interesting because it's one of the very few countries where the only airport isn't anywhere near the capital. This is Valletta, the capital of Malta. This area here. And this is the airport, literally half the country away. It's in Lucca, which is like a tiny little town. Basically that is comprised of the airport and like a little church. Oh, St. Andrew's Church. That is a perfect place to start if I've ever heard of one. Let's drive around Lucca in Malta. Again, it's crazy. This is a European country. South Sudan, says Alcazar. You've tempted me. But I want to show you all. I want to show you all Malta. This is one of those countries that like, it's unreal to see, because it's just so jarring. Like what you expect versus what you get. Malta, like again, it looks like a North African Mediterranean country, and it's arguably Mediterranean. But this is in the EU. This is a seriously important. Also, Malta is such an interesting country. There's so many things about Malta that are interesting to me. Like it's a non-stop series of fascination. Like look at this, by the way. This is one of the British phone boxes, right? Because it was just a part of the UK until the 60s, I want to say. They even wanted to stay a part of the UK. They just didn't in the end. If we look around the rest of this, like, what's that? Same British street signs, just in the Mediterranean. Here's a roundabout again. Don't know why so many countries don't like roundabouts. They're great. Actually, wait, chat. Since a lot of you watching are from the United States and you're not big on roundabouts, I learned one of my friends who does drive, because like I know roundabouts intuitively, but I've never been able to explain how they work. But it's literally just like you don't go until there is space for you to go, and then you go, and everyone waits for you to and then you have priority. Like roundabouts is such a simple concept, and it's like how do we lose that? And look at this. This is a 5-way roundabout. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5. This is a 5-way roundabout right here, and it just works. Roundabouts are yes, says Alcazar. I agree. I hate roundabouts, says Stenback 88. I disagree. I'm not from the US, but I do like them. Again, it's a great system. It's a great system. But yeah, so Malta is a fascinating country on so many levels. They exist in the US, says Andoni Yerosti. Yeah, they exist, but they're very uncommon. I want to say it's like 3 in every 1,000 intersections are a roundabout in the US versus it's a significantly higher proportion in Europe. Like, we're talking, like, hundreds of times higher versus lower. We get roundabouts in Australia quite often. You also have a lot of intersections. Again, Australia has like a weird mix of like UK and America in it. But like, yeah, we're driving around Malta right now. Isn't this a weird little terrain? I'm worried we're gonna hit a dead end. If we hit a dead end, the stream ends. Okay, that's the high stakes game we're playing today. Andrew, you don't even drive. Lead roundabouts opinions to others. I do drive a scooter, I'll have you know. Like this man on his bike that we killed. I don't know where he went. I guess the car just ran him over. But I ride a scooter, so I have to like follow traffic laws. And by that I mean I follow traffic laws until it's convenient for me not to, and then I pretend I don't know traffic laws because legally I didn't have to learn it. And that's probably a good legal defense, right? Ooh, kebab. See, again, great British stuff. There's a kebab store. There's a actually if you see a kebab store, you know the good drinking areas are somewhere nearby. That is my life pro tip with Toy Cat. So somewhere near this kebab store, there's gonna be some real good other people food. Also shoebox. This is near the airport. I wonder why these people go all the way to the airport just to buy shoes. The amount of time it takes one car to go through the roundabout causes too much traffic sometimes. Other than that, I like it. Yeah, if everyone knows how a roundabout works, it's more effective. But if people don't know how roundabouts work, they're like horrifically ineffective. It's kind of just like, yeah, you wait and then you let things happen. But if you have enough traffic at a roundabout that it slows things down, you can make the roundabout wider. Whereas an intersection, you can just make the individual roads wider. But you're never going to fix the underlying cause. Again, I don't drive, but I love traffic. Oh, there's a nice little Burger King billboard here. The Extreme Collection. 175 grams of... they've blurred out what it is. 175 grams of something. I've driven down this exact road, and I've also walked down it. It's really weird to be here on Google Maps now. Like, I've... the bus from the airport to wherever I was going, Victoria, I think it was called, happens to go past her. It's very surreal, like, seeing this on Google Maps now, actually. Oh, this is a blast from the past. We hate Burger Kings, we want McDonald's. Don't worry, I'm going to take everyone to McDonald's. Just everyone calm down. If you don't calm down, we'll turn it around and we'll go home. How's that feel? I don't like to drive, says Christian Jean. Honestly, I feel like, given the choice, I only drive because it's like again, I only drive myself. I would only drive myself anywhere because it's, what did we just do? We just turned around. Like, if you had unlimited resources, of course you'd pay someone else to drive you everywhere, right? Because then you could take a nap and end up where you wanted to be. That's why I love flying, honestly. Like, you take a nap and you end up in Uruguay or something. Like, oh, that was a bad one. I've literally had it happen before. Like, when I first, I think it was like flying to like Munich, Germany or something. I was so tired because I stayed up most of the last night. So as soon as I got on the plane, I just fell asleep. And I woke up when the plane hit the ground. And I was like, oh, I just teleported all the way to Munich. So, Kat, have you ever been to Lanzarote? I haven't been to most of the weird tourist destinations in Spain.
Where's a place that you wouldn't want to travel to?
A place I wouldn't want to travel to? South Sudan, apparently. We've learned from... Okay, we're taking a left or a right here. Oh, it's awkward. What way are we going? We're going to take a left. We're going to take a left. No, the place... Okay, so, I don't know. You can take from this what you will. But I really... Also, we're driving on the right, even though it's on the left side. Let's just hope we don't hit a car. I really, really, really disliked my time in Santo Domingo. Because I was mugged. And, like, as a result of that, this is a dumb correlation to draw. But, like, any metropolitan area in, like, a Spanish-speaking country, I'm just non-stop worried about. Even when I went to Mexico City, like, it seems like a dumb worry, and I've tried to, like, build up my tolerance. But I don't know if I've told this story. I went to Mexico City, and a guy tried to shine my shoes. The guy, like, struck a conversation with me, like, outside my hotel. So it's like, I was pretty safe. And, like, it's a really crowded area. And, like, I'm just walking where I'm going. I'm answering his questions because he's like, hey, London, I've been to London. It's like, oh, he speaks English. This is cool. Tell me about the area, whatever. Like, I like speaking to people, learn about their areas, etc. And at the end of the conversation, which was pretty interesting, I'm like, hey, man, I'm going. And he's like, clean your shoe for free. And I'm like, this shoe is made from, it's, like, made from whatever material. Like I guess, what would you even call it? Like, it's made from the same stuff like a t-shirt. It's just a sock. I'm wearing a sock that looks like a shoe. And the guy's like, I'll clean it for free. And it's like, no, I don't want that. No, I insist. And I back away. And then I see he's got like this rag. It's obviously for cleaning, but I'm like, something dodgy almost happened there. Maybe he was going to ask for money. Maybe this is like a mugging strategy. But he seemed to also, there are 2 of these on the same street. Like, look at this. These are in the UK, these are, they're called zebra crossings. But there's one just over there, and there's one here too. This is a bad side street we've taken. This country's pretty, says Peaks and Pokes. Yeah, Malta is a beautiful country. Like, again, you have to visit at some point. Because it's so little like you expect. Anything about... the whole country of Malta is just... oh, we can't go that way. Okay. Can't go that way either. Wait, what? Why not, actually? Is there a reason? Gonna skip past this intersection? Okay, there we go. Don't know what went wrong there. So, okay, have you ever been to Dublin? Yeah, actually, Dublin was the first, I think... Hey, what's the smallest, most remote place you can go on Street View? Says Moo. Smallest, most remote place you can go. You can go to a lot of uninhabited islands on Street View, which is kind of dumb in my opinion, but you can. Oh no, we're going round into a circle. Okay, this is nice. You want to see this little circle going round? It's real great like that. Okay, that's a dead end. Let's not go down there. The stream ends if that happens. The San Francisco Bay Area says Carnage Burke. Yeah, I was there recently. If you watched my last video, I was in San Francisco. I recorded a video about their public transport. I don't know why. I'm like really, really interested in public transport. I didn't like to admit it. And then I found a... actually, wait. I have a subscriber in Melbourne, Australia, who is like wildly passionate about like the just everything about the public transport there. And like, oh god, what have we done? We've broken the internet, friends. And I was like, oh yeah, it's okay to be into this. Oh no, chat. I've got some bad news for you. We hit a dead end. And you know what that means? We hit a dead end, the stream has to end. Wait, we hit a dead end, and now the stream must make amends. But real quick, let's see South Sudan on Google Maps. Let's give it a peek. Let's see what South Sudan's like. This is a country that physically will not let me in right now. This is South Sudan. Okay, you know, I don't want to go here anyway. This is South Sudan. Let's try again, shall we? This is their capital city. It's not a very big capital city, but they're working on it. I don't know, guys. I'm not feeling the adventure in this one. Let's try another one. Let's try one more time. This is South Sudan. Yeah, I'm just not hyped about South Sudan. Let me know if you disagree. But I was expecting a long stream, says Nitro Ninja. And I was expecting to get a pony for Christmas. And you know what? Neither of us got our desires. But you know what you did get? You got Toy Cat hangs around, drinks from a fishbowl on Google Maps for a bit. I hope you enjoyed your time here. If you did, I don't know, please donate £2. Good day, sir. May I see your driving license, please? Okay. If we all pretend we can't speak English, we'll get out of this okay. Thank you for watching. I don't have a driving license, so I'm gonna have to go now. Goodbye.